Hey guys, welcome back to Land Podcast. We're here with another episode. My name is Heather. I'm here with Tracy, as you guys know her. And this is a dating episode.
Okay. We're talking about having a team.
Creating a roster, if you will.
Kind of exposing ourselves. Well, our people, women, if you really think about it.
Here's the thing, I feel like men have always had a roster. And now it's acceptable for women to be like, all right, I'm not just dating you, but then men are still upset. They're still like, what do you mean you're not just talking to me?
Well, here's the thing. You don't tell them. I don't tell them.
I will fucking tell you. You're not the only one on my fucking radar. I hope that's okay.
I don't see a need. I don't tell them. I only keep, well, right now, the team is is empty. We on the off season. But when I do have a team put together, it's only like 3 max. They never know about each other. For what?
Different strokes for different folks. You know?
Having a team is fun. You got to give each player a role. So, like I said, I only have 3 at a time. I have the one that I just spend my free time with, or downtime, I would say. Not free time, my downtime. We're just talking to. And then you have another guy that you're actively seeing. You know, you're going on dates, doing some other stuff, perhaps. And then the third guy, he's kind of like a backup. He's kind of like a backup for the other guy that you're actually seeing. All is fair in love and war. That's how I see it. And you ever seen that show, She's Gotta Have It, based off that Spike Lee movie?
Yes.
Great example. Except she was having sex with all of them. I can't do that. I can only have one partner at a time. But each person was so different, and each one had their own role. Eventually, they all found out, but it's TV. But I think she went about it very smart. If you haven't seen that show, guys, I recommend you watch it. It's on Netflix. The movie isn't that interesting, and they aren't that cute compared to the actors on the TV show. So watch the TV show rather than the movie.
So you have 3 people on your roster. Are we thinking, okay, I'm not meeting up with the texting, the downtime one because he's the poor one? Are you associating this with like, okay, I'm gonna meet up with this man because I know he's got a job, he's got money, or do we just not even take into consideration what they're doing for their lives when building the roster?
Well, it all just depends like how it plays out. Like when I first start talking to someone, I'm not like, yeah, you're gonna be the one I text. You're gonna be the one I'm dating per se, that I'm actually going out with. It depends how the relationship develops.
I can instantly tell, like, oh, I don't think I can meet you in person.
It all start out with just like texting,
Mm-hmm.
and then not to say that I'm gonna absolutely not see that person. Maybe we went on one date and it didn't really go the way that I had hoped. So he just turns into somebody I text. And then I go on another date. This person, I really like him. Okay, let's keep doing this. The other person, maybe we're kind of on the rocks. Like, oh yeah, let's meet up this week. And then that week comes around and nobody brings it up.
Oh,
Like that,
yeah. Instant block and delete for me.
But if you have somebody else you already seen and you kind of still like him, you just keep him as a backup, So that's how
Oh, maybe that's why I don't build a roster, because as soon as I'm like kind of over it, it's just a block and delete. So I think my roster is just ever flowing. We're just filtering through. Like a deck of cards, I'm shuffling to see who is my best match. And yeah, I don't think I've ever had more than like 1 or 2 on the roster at a time because I'm block, delete, block, delete.
Well, does that count as a team if it's just 1 or 2?
I think a team can be small. I don't think you need to have 50 people on your fucking team. How fucking rude. She's about to tell me that I don't have a fucking roster because I don't have 3 bitches on your fucking team.
Okay. 2. I accept 2, but 1. You just date not one person. It's you and him. You two are the team.
Exactly. We have formed an alliance. Okay. Once you get down to one person, you're forming an alliance with that person. And I think that that is super great, but also don't put all your eggs into that one alliance.
You've been watching too much reality TV. An alliance,
I like to keep my team small.
a roster. So far we've concluded that Heather can't handle the team of more than one or two.
Personally,
Man, she's not a good coach.
I'm I'm not a good coach, especially for men. Meaning, I just really don't really care for men enough, as we've concluded. I hate men to take into consideration their feelings. So I just need one or two that I can balance.
I mean, but having a team, you don't necessarily have to. That sounds messed up, but you don't necessarily have to care for each one as if each one is your personal lover. It's
I
just,
know. I just really, I don't know. I'm just not into the small talk. Like, I wouldn't have fun just like texting someone here and there. It's just like, I can't waste my energy. My energy is precious.
it is.
So, me personally, I can't build my roster past number two.
Well, I think having a roster is pretty fun. It has its benefits, and you can always get dropped. It's
Block, delete, ladies.
it's the difference between a what's it called, a polygamous relationship versus having a team. I will say this: there is a downside though, depending on how long you keep people on your team.
So, what is the average time you should keep someone on your roster? If it's not really going anywhere, how long do you keep interacting with them?
I would recommend a season whenever the weather change.
As soon as spring comes around, bitches, you need to drop his ass. If he's not trying to make any moves, not that he has to like pay for your dates or anything, he should, at least for the first one. And you guys can alternate.
But that's the thing. It's like, what do you want from the team? Do you ultimately want to play process of elimination till you find the one, or you just want to rotate through some men or women for the summer? However it
Mm,
go.
yeah, it depends on your vibe.
So I would say for me, I was always back and forth. Like, okay, who's gonna be the one? But in the meantime, let me just have some fun. The reason I say I don't recommend keeping them on too long is because they get comfortable and then it's hard to shake them. I've had a few people who linger behind, like
Oh,
the ones that just don't graduate. They just keep repeat the grade over and over again.
block,
Yeah.
delete before that happens. Jeez, what is
Sometimes they
happening?
find you, okay? They find ways to find you
Oh God.
because you may think they don't have your number anymore and you made it clear that you don't want to talk anymore, but then you get a text years later, hey, how you
Mm-mm.
doing?
Disclaimer, don't
And you
fucking
gotta
message. Don't do that.
don't message back. Don't even say, don't say, um,
Who is this? Don't ask.
yeah, don't say that.
Oh, it's Tim. Who is Tim? Then you have to go through your mind like, who is this man? You don't
And
want
then
to
you
do that.
remember, and then you feel gross or traumatized.
Look, only a man will message a woman after months, years, and think, you know what, I could still get this. You are confused. You were lost and you need to seek therapy. BetterHelp is free. No
All
spawns.
right, let's reel it in because you about to start bashing. What do you think it take? Like, what's the main reason why you're like, I don't want to have a team? Is it because you just don't have time for it?
I
But
just don't
saying
have the
like you
time
just,
for it.
even if it's just something casual, like,
I don't do cash.
oh, you're looking for serious. Okay.
Oh, no, no, no. Lord knows. I do not want a relationship, but I'm also just not like, I don't want to get into a rhythm with someone where they're like, how are you? I tell them, they're like, what are you doing? It's like, I'm doing the same shit I do every fucking day. I don't want to like fall into that rhythm with someone who's like comfortable with just having the same conversation, you know?
But that's the thing, like you can cut them from the team. So the team the people that stick are people that you actually vibe with. What if you're talking to somebody who has interesting conversation? You guys talk about astrology and like cooking and shit. And so you actually enjoy talking to this guy. Wouldn't you want to have him on your team rather than the hey, what you doing type of guy?
I don't know. I don't know if a roster's for me. Just because I feel like if I really vibed with someone who I could see myself wanting to speak with you multiple times a week, then I'd want to dedicate my time to that. So I don't know.
Well, think about it.
I think it's just all about what you're looking for.
Well, like I said, right now it's off season. It's been off season for me. But I plan on having a nice, fun little summer. So the roster should rebuild.
As you should.
For those who are considering having a team or just curious about it, I say go for it. You don't have to commit to anybody if you don't want to. It's really just about having fun. And if one doesn't work out, replace them. Or don't. You can have a two-person team like Heather.
A small team. We're a quaint society.
There's no rule of how many people you need to have. If you want to have 5 guys, go ahead. I personally can't maintain 5 men at once. Max is 3.
Okay, so let's talk about how we're going to acquire our team. I think while dating apps are the thing of the future, they're not reliable. Like,
No.
like I don't want you to send me a dick pic. It really disgusts me. And you can't really gauge like what somebody is feeling because they'll send you sweet nothings for the first few days and then be like, let's fuck. So it's really a hit or a miss. So
Best way to acquire a team is to go out, get someone's number.
in the wild.
At a bar, at a club, in the grocery
Guys,
store.
yes, the grocery store. Bars and clubs are not reliable. Those people are drunk. What if you have different feelings in the morning?
But what if you don't? That's always a possibility. I've met people at the club that I've liked after. They was on the team for a short period of time.
But we're looking for long term. We're looking for a whole season.
Not all the time.
Okay.
No one team player is promised a whole season. A number one guy that you really vibing with, but maybe you're not looking for a committed relationship just yet, will be the one that survives the whole season. The other ones are interchangeable and they're constantly rotating.
That's a lot of effort.
Not really.
Wow.
Not if you're actively going out there like, I gotta find people for my team. Like they just come and they go. You know,
I need to find a new player today or it's not gonna work out.
you just go with the flow. Like, okay, this person, say I'm talking to, we'll give him a name. So I'm talking to Mark. Me and Mark hit it off. Me and Mark are jolly good friends, kind of like a friend with benefits type of situation. Right before you're like ready to admit feelings for each other. But then I meet Patrick, and Patrick's sweet, but me and Patrick don't have sex. Me and Patrick, we may go to the movies. We may go get something to eat. We may have a little smoke sesh, but that's about it. And I'm like, okay, Patrick is cool too. I don't know if I can see myself in a relationship with him, but he's nice to pass the time with.
Can I ask a question?
Okay.
Do you still have feelings for Mark while you're seeing Patrick?
Yeah. Because
Okay.
at this point, Patrick is kind of like a friend that you hang out with because you're not intimate with Patrick in any kind of way.
Okay.
Are you pondering that?
I'm pondering that because you're meeting Patrick in a setting where you're trying to see if I like you, but it's like a friend, but not like a friend, like a guy friend. Like Patrick is like a teammate.
It's literally just like going on dates. Like you can date people without
Okay.
necessarily falling for them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, let's just go on a date. Like Insta crush. Of course he was Insta crush because I thought he looked good, but it wasn't like, yeah, we're gonna date to form a relationship. It was like, let's just go on a date.
Just fun. Simple times.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm here now. I mean, from the story, I thought you were about to fall for Mark. That's why I was like, why are you going out with Patrick if you're feeling for fucking Mark? You know? So I was a little bit confused. And I'm sure that the ladies were too. I'm just trying to get the backstory here.
Well, that's just how it happens.
I think if I was in that
I'm not
secure.
gonna put all my eggs in Mark's basket because I know Mark is probably talking to other girls too. So we just play in the field who we like.
This could get dangerous. So, if you want to drop your team, do you just ghost or what do you do?
It
Do you
depends.
send them an ending email, a termination email? It was so good to have you, but
It depends
XYZ.
on how your relationship is. Like if it's someone like Patrick where you're actively seeing them and you're actually hanging out, you make it clear that you're just friends. Like so we're just cool, right? Like if you want to keep him as a friend. You can turn
Mm.
to a friend or you can just start being like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. And say person number three, whoever is somebody that you hardly see anyway, you talk to every once in a while. So it's easy to cut them off. You just stop talking to them. That's why I don't balance more than three men because for me, in that point, then it's like that's just too much.
Yeah.
But if you got the downtime, you got the hang time, go for it.
Take on Ted and please email us and let us know how it goes.
That could get messy. You got 10 people on your team. Let me know.
And let me know the races as well. Like, are you just dating one race? Does that make it easier if you switch the races? The names will be different.
You said the names will be different.
Sometimes, you'll get like a Shaquille O'Neal or a Jeff, a Sam.
Yeah,
You,
if anybody is dating a 7'2",
and you still have a
anything,
motherfucking team, we can't trust you at that point. Okay, no, that is a serious thing that we should talk about. If you're with a 7'2" man who has a six-figure salary and you're still having a team, you're not trustworthy because you can't commit to something that's good for you. That is scary.
that is scary.
We don't
Shaquille O'Neal
trust
is
you.
a big man.
Big man with a big bank account. Wow.
Okay, or drifting.
That's, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. Can I send you something really quick just for like a moment? And this will tie into the topic. We can't upload the pic. Sorry, it's an invasion of someone's privacy, but so remember how we were talking about that girl and how she used to date the son of Pretty Little Thing?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so she has a new boyfriend. And okay, T, I need you to imagine this before I send you this photo so you can really gauge how I feel.
He's very attractive.
Arabian, rich man, private jet. That's what we're thinking for this one. Now her new man to you.
I gotta see his whole face.
This is his whole face. That's all you can get because this is his whole. This is all you need to see.
That's not her friend.
That's not her friend. T. Literally, she. Here's the thing, guys. I think it's super weird that attractive women will settle for uglier men. And men who typically don't have jobs who want to be, rappers, designers. I think that's super weird for me. I think this ties in because, I think we have a variety on our teams. We've got the really hot guy, the ugly guy. What if you start feeling for the guy who you said, this is just like, he's not going to be for me. You fall in love with the frog. How do you feel about that? Why are you always laughing at me? Like,
Because how did you just tie in us talking about this girl's ugly boyfriend? So having a team. What if you fall for the ugly guy?
what? The ugly man on your motherfucking team, you fall for his ass. And then you're like,
If
gosh.
I have a team going, there's no time for uglies per se.
Sometimes you get locked in that shit. You get locked and loaded. He's nice. He has like a personality. He's got a big bank account. Give me. just
I've
eat
never been in that situation. The only time that I've been with someone that was like quote unquote ugly to me, I didn't have a team at the time. He just popped up
it.
random.
We are hypothetical here. We're hypothetical.
Oh,
We're like
now it's
Mark.
hypothetical.
We're Mark.
Okay.
We're Patrick. And the ugly one is called Chris. Like, come on.
All right. All right. Well, if Chris is the ugly one, Chris is the one I'm hardly ever talking to.
No, T. T's not playing the game with me, and it really is upsetting me.
He wasn't playing the game earlier.
I was confused earlier. I am
Oh
here
my
now.
God.
I am here. I was tired.
It took the ugly man for her to get on board of what we talking about. Oh my God.
I literally, guys, I saw this picture last night. I said, screenshot, I need to send this to D. Then I thought, I can't send her this unwarranted. I need to explain.
Right, because I wouldn't know who that was.
She would
Like,
have
why are you
said,
saying
why are you sending me this girl's fucking picture? Well,
this? Just Jesus.
D, you're falling for Chris. What do you feel? That's it. You're falling for Chris.
The ugly one on the team?
The ugly one on the team.
I'm mad that you put me in a hypothetical situation where I have an ugly person on my team.
He's got money. He lives with his family, but you never got cash.
Oh my God. I just all right, I'm gonna give you a hypothetical scenario. You gonna have to play along.
See,
All
now
right.
T wants to fight. She's so hot and cold with me.
Nah, because you wasn't playing fair earlier. Now I'm in this hypothetically speaking. Would you fall in love with an ugly guy?
Are you gonna post him on your social media? Like, what do
I
you?
mean, I'm not shallow. I mean, if he ugly,
I'm
it
motherfucking
depends how sexy
shallow.
he is. What you say?
I said I'm motherfucking shallow.
I know you are.
There's nothing wrong with that, ladies. Okay, sorry for interrupting.
Okay. All right. So even though I'm hanging out with Mark and he's fabulous to me, and this is the man that I'm laying in bed with,
Right?
Jesus Christ. Why do I have to give up Mark?
Because you went for Patrick. You've
But me and
already.
Patrick are like homies. We smoke and chill
And you and Chris are starting to date. He's got money. He wants to take you out, wine and dine you. He just happens to be not as cute as Mark. What are you doing in that situation? You're no longer sleeping with Mark.
Well, who am I sleeping with? Nobody?
You're going to sleep with Chris tonight. What are you going to do?
Okay, I don't know. What kind of ugly were we talking about?
She calls me shallow, but is
I mean,
asking
you
me how
putting me in
ugly
this
he is.
hypothetical, you gotta tell me, is he like Booger Wolf ugly? Like, ooh. Or
He's
is he like
like,
unconventionally attractive?
he's not any attractive. He's like, you're scared to show him to your friends. Like, oh,
Ugh.
I'll show you, but don't say nothing, okay? He's got a good heart. That's what you start off with. He has a good heart.
Oh my God.
T is really upset. T hasn't
If
even
he's
answered the fucking
ugly, but he
question.
has a good heart and he's treating me well.
He's got
He's
a
like,
fat bank
Tracy,
account.
I want to take you out. I'm gonna have to set aside the fat bank account because at this point I'm thinking about my future children. Are they gonna hate me for laying down with this man to create them? Or are my genes gonna surpass his ugliness? It
She is
depends how
taking
ugly
it
he
too
is.
far. She's taking it too
Because if I'm really falling for what's his name? Chris. If I'm really falling for Chris, he gonna have to make up in every other aspect,
He
like
does. He does.
personality.
He's
All right.
ugly
If he
though.
makes up, damn. If he ugly, y'all better not make fun of him because that's gonna be my boo. If he taking care of me and treating me right.
She said, y'all better not make fun of his ass, period. You're damn right I'm gonna say he's so hot. I will be.
But when you get in a relationship with somebody that's not the best looking, you start to find the beauty in them, and
I
you're
don't
like,
know if
this
I
is
can do
attractive.
that.
You can trust me, because that's how it was with what's his name? That's a father now. I forgot what nickname I give him on here. Charlie. Y'all remember Charlie? Charlie wasn't cute at all to me.
Charlie wasn't ugly. We're talking ugly.
Uglier than Charlie? Oh my God, you
Charlie
want me for a
wasn't
monster?
ugly.
She talk about if you met the Hunchback of Notre Dame, what would you
What you
do?
gonna do?
Dang, I wouldn't even give him the time of day. Not just being
That's
honest. If I seen somebody that was ugly like that, if we're gonna be blatantly honest. Like, what's his name? Is it Kevin Samuels? Whatever that guy on Instagram.
Kevin Samuels. Let me look him up.
If y'all know Kevin Samuels, he's just blunt. So if I see somebody that's ugly, I'm not gonna give him the time of day. So if ugly hunchback of Notre Dame Mark somehow catches my attention and talks his way into dating me, then maybe he deserved me. Because, goddamn.
Maybe he deserves me. Who am I to stop? I can't handle this. Guys, so from what we've gathered from what T said is if she falls for the hunchback, it's her fault. We just got to support. I think that really just ties in the whole thing. Like, if your friend is falling for someone who's less than average on their team, we just got to support. We just need to show our love.
I don't like how you threw me in that situation.
T, we're tying in what you just said. The last clip is you to tie you in.
Because you said Mark had to be ugly. Hunchback
Chris,
and Notre Dame.
she's
Oh, I'm
so
sorry,
obsessed with
Chris.
Mark, she can't even think about Chris. It's really fucked up.
That's because in my mind, Chris was never on the damn roster. But you
Chris
threw him on there for this hypothetical.
Wow, this was so fun.
No. It's your turn. This ain't over. Your situation.
Okay, line me up. But I only want 3.
All right. Okay. You got 3 men on your team. You have Kyle, your number 1.
Kyle.
You got Marcus.
Marcus, please no. I can't. Not
Nope.
Marcus.
My rule. You got Kyle, you got Marcus, and you got Samuel. Kyle, Marcus, and Samuel. Now, Kyle, he's maybe not your ideal type of man, but he treats you nicely.
Okay.
You and Kyle hang out. You and Kyle have similar interests. Maybe you guys are the same major.
Okay. That's cute.
Marcus is fine. He just your type. Marcus is
killing it.
He's 6'6". He played basketball, but he ain't got no money. Marcus broke as a joke.
She's on a warpath.
Marcus lived with his mama.
Watch out, guys. I think we're about to start a fight.
And now you got Samuel. Samuel is average height. He's an average guy. It's just something about Samuel. Everything about him is just average. See how I'm not playing you and saying he ugly as a hunchback and everything. He's a very plain man.
Average Joe.
Average Joe. He works an average 9 to 5. He gives you his time. He gives you your space.
Okay.
But all right. So you think that you're falling for Samuel. Samuel, for some reason, even though he's your average Joe, you're falling for him.
Oh, Sammy.
But who's a basketball player? Kyle?
Marcus.
Marcus.
This is
Marcus is the one you're sleeping with. There's 6'6" basketball player that lived with his mama that you having sex with, and it's just amazing. You don't want to let him go.
Who's poor?
Broke.
I don't know.
But Kyle over there. What description did I give him?
You said he treats you right.
Right. So Kyle has everything, right?
Yeah.
Or so you think. But Kyle is not ready for a relationship. Kyle just wants to have a fling. He's not looking to commit at all. And you know that. You knew that going in.
Kyle's using me.
He know you got a team because he got a team himself.
Oh my God. Okay, so what am I supposed to do now?
Are you going to get up your 6'6" basketball player with the good dick? Are you going to go over there to average?
Is he black?
They can all be black.
Okay. All right, they're all black. This evens the playing field for me, guys, because if I had other races involved, I'd have other things that I needed to choose from. We're all the same here.
You're all black because I've only seen you date black men, so they're all black.
Okay, here's what I have to say about Marcus. 6'6", good dick. And
he's super nice.
I would hurt Marcus because I would say Marcus is a little bit fucking pathetic. You're staying at home. You don't have a fucking job.
Please say Marcus like that again.
Marcus, there are things that you need to do to better your fucking life. You're living at home. You don't have a job. You think playing basketball is going to be it? 99% of the men who play basketball don't go pro. I'm sorry.
You gonna crush Marcus.
I will annihilate Marcus.
Damn.
So Marcus is out of the picture because he'll break up with me or
Marcus is gonna cry because he's a sweetheart. You're gonna break Marcus's heart. He's like, but
absolutely
I love
Here's the
you.
thing. A lot of women don't break their hearts. If your man is studying to be a rapper,
Studying. He going to rap college.
let's just nip that shit in the bud and get his ass to work. But okay, so Marcus is no 6'6", good dick. Goodbye, Marcus.
Yeah,
Kyle.
you're gonna crush Marcus. Mm-hmm.
Kyle treats me right, but he just wants to fuck. And at this point, I was only fucking Marcus. So I'm gonna have to let
But
Kyle
y'all
go.
going on dates, he treating you right. It's everything elements of a relationship without the commitment.
See, T's trying to confuse me, but here's the thing. I have to drop Kyle because Kyle doesn't want what I want. And I feel like in this scenario, I'm looking for long term, someone who might be just a good fit to be the father of my children. And if Kyle has a team, he's still gonna want to play on that team. And I can imagine him telling me, hey, like, let's bring Sarah into the mix, who's number one on his team. So Kyle's gone. We've never had sex. We're not together. And now I'm with Sammy. Sammy is your average guy, but you know what helps an average Joe? A good woman. I will build that man up, and he will be the best man that anyone's ever seen. So go, Sammy. I love you.
But you know what you can't build? Height. How you gonna feel about that? You can't wear heels with Samuel. Samuel little.
That's
He an average
fine.
little man.
You know what? Heels hurt my feet. And
You
why
are
am I
so
going to be
small.
in pain? I'm thinking average 5'11". I could deal with that.
Nah, I'm talking like average 5'8", 5'9".
I could
My
deal with
height.
that. I could deal with that. I could deal with that.
Okay.
I
You want to
don't
live
know.
your 6'6" sweetheart because he ain't got a job. You can build up Lil Samuel, but you can't build up Marcus.
Marcus would need a lot of fucking work. Let me think about this. Okay, all right. I'm going to retract my statement about
Mm, interesting.
I'm going to retract my statement about Marcus because after I have beat him down, he's going to come back and say, you know what, you were right. And you changed my life. And I love you. And let's
Oh
get
my.
married.
We going into fairy tale land now, y'all.
he's going to change it. He's going to change his mind about me. I'm
She
going to say, you
changing
know
the whole narrative.
what?
Nah, you gotta build this man up.
I'm going
Just
to
like how you
say,
gonna build Samuel.
I know. I am. I am. I'm going to build him up. I'm going to build him up after I tore his ass down. I'm going to build his ass back up. We're going to move out of mom's house and we're going to live happily ever after. Sam is a goner. Marcus can be a basketball coach. Not everyone makes it to the NBA, baby. But a basketball coach, you can definitely do that shit. Let's fucking go.
Jesus Christ. Here's what's really gonna happen, y'all. She
Tina,
ain't gonna give little Samuel a time of day. That man gonna be trying his hardest because
Sammy
he
ain't making it
alone.
past the first text.
He not.
Okay. So I was a little bit nicer to Sammy.
Yeah.
I'm always harsher on my tall black men who seemingly don't have their shit together. It really just upsets me. But me and Marcus are gonna be together forever.
Yep, I knew it.
I feel like I fell into your trap. And you
Yeah.
know what? I'm not that shallow. This whole thing just showed how shallow I am. No, I won't accept that.
Well, you hit me with the hunchback of Notre Dame. Damn.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
take little ugly over there because he the best fit. Of course, I'm gonna go with ugly man because he treat me amazing. It's hard in these streets. How can I not go in?
This reminds me of our last combo about Trisha Paytas and Moses.
Oh my gosh.
It's hard in these
Oh,
motherfucking streets.
please spare me. Um, which reminds me, I think we need a new segment.
Ugly men.
No.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Just trying to figure out what's happening.
I was gonna say like a pop culture segment. How do you feel about that? Like,
Let's talk about the goings on social media.
yeah.
Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay. A pop culture segment. We can do it next week.
I love talking shit about celebs or influencers who think they're celebs. So let's fucking do it.
Let's do it.
This was such a good ep. I feel good. I feel like I've laughed. I feel like I've cried. I feel
I feel bamboozled, set up.
this was fun. I mean, I'm with my cousin. T's with what's his name? T's with Chris. My man's poor, her man is rich. It
She
looks like
putting up Marcus and
house
his
for dinner.
Me and Chris gonna help out. Don't worry.
Honestly, I feel like the girls are gonna like the set because I mean, it was just hilarious. I mean, we're just funny girls.
Build yourself a team. Build yourself a team.
My God,
That's my advice for this summer. Build yourself a team. I'ma try.
You know what, guys? We're gonna live vicariously through T. If you're not building a team like me, then let's just live through T and she'll give us all her insight.
I'll let you know. I got some things coming up. We'll see if I meet some people.
T's got some things coming up. She said, I'm about to hit the fucking town, bitch. I'm fully vaxxed and I'm out to play.
Well, I'm 50% vaxxed right now. I get my second dose on Monday.
Oh, wow. OMG. I get my second dose on Friday.
That came up fast. It's been a month for you?
It's been a month.
Until next time, passengers, we'll catch you on the flip of the flip.
We'll see you next week with pop culture. And I hope we don't hurt anyone's feelings about your favorite influencers.
Who knows?
See you later.